All right, so what's good? Right now, it is Saturday, July 25th. We are just came off of a 2-day kind of break. Yesterday I had to get my car fixed, so I just happened to take the day off because I was home and no access to the gym. And then the day before was my actual scheduled day off. So I ended up having 2 days off in a row, which is perfectly fine. I did eat all my food yesterday. I had both of my meals yesterday. Showed you guys that, felt good. And today, definitely going to the gym. It is week 3, day 6, right? Today is Saturday. Currently, I am...
Sudden cardiac arrest results from an abnormal heart rhythm. This abnormal rhythm causes the heart to quiver so that it can no longer pump blood to the brain, lung.
I'm doing my CPR training, and this is part of the e-learning class that you have to do before. And I'm doing more in depth, so I got CPR training, but then cuts and burns, and then I got certain bites and infections, strokes and fainting. There's a lot of different things inside of here. I usually just get the CPR, but this time, as I'm getting, as I'm going more and more into personal training, I like the idea of having the knowledge to account for more situations than just if someone is unresponsive. Maybe someone got a burn, maybe someone got a cut, these simple things. And with my goal being to become a very renowned personal trainer and someone who is very successful, I'm going to be encountering most of these situations, because just off the sheer and pure volume of people that I'm going to be dealing with long term, I want to know these things. So I thought it was important. So I'm learning this. I have CPR class physically at 10:30. So it's 8:30 right now. I'm going to finish this, eat my shake, or drink my shake. I think I'll put more milk in it today. I'll drink my shake, do the CPR class, become CPR certified today, and then we'll start the rest of our day, go to the gym, back on the videos. But this is the most important thing this morning. So stay with me. We're gonna have our shake. You know what's in a shake. We got some bananas, none frozen. I gotta freeze them. They actually said on the calendar I gotta freeze them. Got the almond milk, walnuts. Gonna have our shake, finish this, and then we'll come back for meal 1. And then we're going, after 2 days of rest, back in the gym. And I'm feeling good, baby. I'm feeling good. So see you guys soon. What's up? We're outside. And I thought it was a perfect opportunity to talk about how I feel, and then how I'm going to be changing how I'm eating, what I'm eating, my workout style, and stuff like that. So first off, yesterday I had to take care of my car, and so I planned my food, everything was good, and then I overate when I got home because I didn't plan for water. And so I basically had one 16-ounce bottle, I think the bottles are 16 ounces. I had one of those, maybe 1.5. And so my water intake was terrible, and so when I got home, I had 2 salads back to back, and I was so hungry, and I should just drink some water, right? And me knowing this from years of experience with myself and my body, that's the one thing I didn't account for, right? You can do all these things, and then there's still one thing that like, oh fuck, drink some water. But I wasn't doing any physical activities. I wasn't like tired. I wasn't overexerting myself, and so I didn't feel the need or have the conscious thought to drink water. And that makes a lot of sense why people don't drink water, because naturally, you're not doing things that you're like, oh, I don't need water, I'm not really doing anything. And so consciously. And so, long story short, I came home, binge ate, had some prunes too. I even ate some prunes. I was just on one. When you're empty on water, your body wants food and water. And it's good to give it both separately. It's good to give it water, and then it's good to give it food separately. But if you don't, naturally, your body's gonna try to get it all from food. And so it created distress in my stomach. I for sure now have some form of leaky gut. There's an overgrowth of bad bacteria for sure. Stools are not solid, and I don't feel bad, but I don't have an urge for food. I can tell when I eat bananas or sugar. I had my shake this morning that my body was a little like off. It wasn't like natural, a little bit more inflamed. And so like I said, I ultimately feel fine, but this is just day 1. And this is after being fine for months, right? Or weeks. I would say weeks. Been fine for weeks. And then now I have this situation where there's an overgrowth of bad bacteria, right? Based on my knowledge and my understanding, there's an overgrowth of bad bacteria, and there should be a balanced population between good bacteria and bad bacteria. Because I overexerted on food, because I had a ton of sugar, because I probably created a ton of inflammation by the way I came home and ate that much food, I'm thinking that will help exacerbate the bad bacteria, and then therefore also create a loose stool. So what I have planned is to remove all probiotic rich foods from my diet. What I have planned is to remove all probiotic rich foods from my diet, right? Because we don't want to exacerbate the problem even further. And so we want to remove things, for me as a vegan, anything that's going to like proliferate and make happen more, like probiotics, like greens, like kale, like arugula, all the things that are good naturally. I'm gonna stay away from like sugars, really sugary fruit, apples, pears. I'm gonna eat more of like a grain-rich diet. I'm gonna stay away from beans. I'm gonna stay away from onions. I'm gonna stay away from garlic, anything like I said, probiotic rich. I'm just gonna stay away from. I might eat some beans, but mostly quinoa and things that are just like more fibrous food. And I'll still eat as much as I need. And I'm also gonna go to the gym and work out and work more on foam rolling and balance, and not try to PR, because it's gonna create added inflammation and added stress. And we don't want added inflammation, added stress on what could possibly be an overgrowth of bad bacteria, because that inflammation, like I said, is just gonna exacerbate the problem. We wanna keep inflammation low, and we wanna keep the probiotics low, so it doesn't make it worse. And in 2 days, I should be fine. Back to eating salads, back to eating shakes and fruits and dates and everything that I want. But until then, I'm not. And this has come from months and months and 2 years now of studying this, of going through this and having the standard American diet be my diet, and then moving to a more, organic, grass-fed, pasture-raised diet, still using animal products, and then now I'm a vegan. And so I'm looking for the best modality when it comes to being healthy and living life and living your best life and feeling great. And so far that journey has led me to vegan. And I've been vegan for coming up on 7 weeks, 6.5 weeks. And I'm feeling good. And this is something that I hear people talk about, is the digestive problem. Like, I have been on a vegan diet and my digestive system is destroyed. And so because I'm going into it with a health mindset versus more like ethical reasons, which is a lot of the standard reason why people join veganism, right? Some health, but then they also really want for animal rights and for us to stop destroying the planet. And it makes a ton of sense. However, my initial thought that led me into vegan was being healthy. Because before that, I was for the environment too, and I was for the animals. I was eating grass-fed, I was eating pasture-raised, I was eating everything that was natural, farm-raised, as far as local farm. I was doing all that. So I cared about the animals too. I care about them now. My thought process when it comes to veganism right now for the last 6 weeks is strictly health. And so now I'm like, okay, overgrowth of bad bacteria. There can be things like candida. There can be things like E. coli overgrowth. There's a lot of different types of bacteria in the system that we need naturally, that if they're overgrown or become out of balance, they will cause symptoms and cause reactions. And so that's what I've done. And that's what I will do for the next one. You'll see my meals change over here, right? Because that's your assumption. You're like, oh no, it's probably not that. And if it's not, awesome. But under the presumption that it is, because I've been through this before, this is what you do. You remove probiotic foods. So if you're eating animal products like yogurts and milks and things that are probiotic, even kombucha, even kimchi, I think is very probiotic rich. All these healthy probiotic rich foods are going to feed the bad bacteria. I'm off green juices, I'm off green powders, anything with probiotics, it's going to make it worse. And I don't think people know this, and you should know this now. So if you're having these situations, this is the first question. I got a list of questions that we're going to run through, and I'm going to give longer videos like this about why are vegans experiencing this, and then my opinion based on the information that I have, and I'll do my best to link as much information so that you can then take what you watch in this video and go search it yourself, because this shouldn't be the first and last video that you use to make a decision. It should just be one to be like, oh, and make you just go, oh, for real? That's it. That's all I want you to do. I don't want to change anyone's mind here. I don't want to tell you what's right or wrong. I just literally want to tell you what I know about my body, my experiences, and what I read in the research. And then hopefully that sparks something and makes you go, No shit. Okay. And then look it up and go Google it. So that's it. I'm gonna change my diet, basically what I'm saying. This would be a video by itself. I'm changing my diet so that I can get back into making progress and going to the gym on Monday. Because if I don't, I will be out for a week dealing with stomach issues and digestion problems. And that is not conducive to a successful prep, right? It's inevitable at some point, right? Because we're not perfect and we make mistakes, and mistakes lead to chain effect. It's about stopping that chain effect as fast as possible. And that's what we're doing. So that's a video in the backyard in the sun, right? No shirt on, letting the vitamin D hit the skin. I'm breaking a sweat. I'm physically sweating. And yeah, I'm about to go in and eat some food. But like I said, it's going to be things like quinoa, things like corn, things like peas. And you'll see, I'll show you. And then we'll be back to lifting heavy. I feel good though. This rest days and these days off, I'm up to 201, above 200, solid, light today. And I'm probably like 199, but we started at 194. And so we're moving right along. I gotta get pictures in today. Probably should just do that now. And that's it. So thanks for watching. This is what your digestive system is telling you, and what foods to eat or to not eat when you're dealing with certain situations. So I was very gassy. I was gassy as well. I was burped, I think, a couple times, and I don't really burp like that. And so I felt like the overproduction of gas, and like my knuckles were cracking, my neck cracked, I was a little more inflamed. It was just going down. And I'm like, all right, something's going on. And so when something's going on, you have to stop, figure out what's going on, and then fix what's going on. So that's what we're doing. We're fixing what's going on. Vegan Athlete Series, week 3, day 6. Moving into week 4, into phase 1. And then we'll take a little bit of break in between phase 1 and phase 2. But we're definitely not skipping leg day. I ain't got the best angle. I just wanna let you know we're in phase 1, so I ain't showing off because we're in phase 1. I just wanna let you know we're not skipping leg day. Okay? So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace. And just want to add a benefit that I do too when I feel like I've had leaky gut or some overgrowth bacteria. I'll take that Fireside Immune Boost, kind of make a homemade version of it with cayenne pepper, alkalizing vitamin C, and vinegar. And alkalizing vitamin C has just got some other minerals in it like calcium, potassium, magnesium to help alkalize the acidity of the vitamin C. And put some water in there, mix the ingredients, and take a shot of that. And helps kill the bad bacteria. Alright, so this is what I got for lunch. My little candida diet. I got some corn right there, some green beans, some quinoa, and then they're called whole peas, but I think they're just black-eyed peas. On the bag it said whole peas, and so peas are cool. I wouldn't do beans because they're probiotic rich too. I got some salt, pepper, garlic salt, or garlic powder, and black pepper. I'm gonna throw a little cayenne on there. There's 2 walnuts crunched up. So I'm not big on fats either when my stomach's messed up. And so this is what I'll eat. If I want more, I can have as much as I want of this. I can just only have this type of food. So, diet 101 on a vegan diet with gut distress. I only ate half of it volume-wise. Just want to make sure my stomach is okay, especially after eating that food earlier today. And I feel fine. I would eat a banana and then have immediate gas. And so I know that something's going on because that is not a typical response from my body after eating a banana. And so I'm on this particular diet right now for the next couple of days. I'm still able to eat. I have to eat more prebiotic food versus probiotic food. I have to feed my good gut bacteria more, so it's gonna be fiber-rich food, aka prebiotic food. And I have to go low on the thing that's going to exacerbate the bad bacteria, like dates and the almond butter and all the things that I love to overindulge on. Although they're good and healthy and natural, they're still overindulging. And so that's what I'm saying. Update on how I feel. I feel great. If I want more food, I'll eat more of that, and I won't have any problems. And this is how you get over gut health issues. You discipline yourself to, you can't have everything right now. You're in a situation because you didn't drink enough water and you overate, you created inflammation, and now we're here. And so instead of getting mad about it and making it worse, just fix it in 2 days. You'll be back to eating dates and almond butter. in no time. So that's it. About to go to the gym in a little bit, and then we're just making content all weekend. Content. All right, let's do it. So directly after my food, my red quinoa and string beans, or green beans, my red quinoa and green beans, having a protein shake because I didn't eat a lot of food this morning because of my situation. So now I'm getting a little bit more food in before we go to the gym, make some content, and then we're going. Okay? So this is my second protein shake of the day, and I'll show you what protein I'm taking too. It's really tasty. So if you are on this kind of gut healing diet, this protein shake works and it tastes really good. So you can have a little, it's like a cheat. It's nice. I'll tell you. Maybe. I don't know.
On a 14 mil, starting 14 grams. Dope boy tickets and diamonds and Tim. You shouldn't play with that boy, he does not wanna live. Bro, I kept taking L's, finally got me an M. Still making money. I'm rocking with the blades. Yeah, we pay. Yeah, we pay.
Getting some of these last little rays before the sun goes down. It is 6:30. A little bit later than usual when it comes to working out, but it's the weekend, and on the weekend it's a little bit different structure than throughout the week. Get a little bit extra time on my hands. Don't have to be at bed by 10. It's a little bit, I can stay up late on the weekends basically is what I'm saying. So going in there, get a workout in, and it's a leg workout, and it's about to be lit. So let's do it. All right, so I just came back from the gym, and that was my workout. I feel great. That was a little milder workout. It wasn't too intense because, like I said, I had the stomach issue. That's already getting better. I went to the bathroom again. It was solid. I've been drinking protein shakes and eating good. And so I'm gonna rest until tomorrow, and then I should be back to eating my salads and probiotic-rich foods and lots of sugar and all that good stuff, natural sugar. But I had to refrain, and this is one day it took me to fix that. When usually eating pizza, eating brownies, it would be exasperated and perpetuated longer. It would continue to happen, and I wouldn't understand why. And I would be going to the bathroom, would be feeling fatigued, couldn't lift heavy in the gym, couldn't do anything. I was just really feeling bad. And so learning this, I would go from a week or 2 weeks of feeling uncomfortable and dealing with these symptoms to figuring it out right away and just dealing with it for one day. And so my body has progressed a lot over the last 2 years, and I would like to help you guys do that too as well. So I'm about to go in and eat some food. I got a protein shake right now that's in the freezer. It's my like third or fourth protein shake for the day, but I'm cool with that. It doesn't make my stomach hurt, it doesn't make me feel bad, and it's protein, vegan protein. And then I got some green beans cooking them, I have some quinoa, and just regular food. I'm gonna have a nice amount of it so I can build some muscle, but nothing too crazy today. So I'm gonna show you guys that, maybe do a little voiceover, and then we're done for the day. Moving right along, I feel great. Tomorrow is week 3, day 7, and then we're on to week 4, which is the last week in phase 1, and phase 1 has been a blast. It's fascinating how fast it's gone. I just started this vegan athlete series, and we're done with phase 1. All right, let's get to work. So came in here, had my shake, which was in the freezer, just to add a little more chill to it, a little bit more cold, smoothie flavor, taste, texture, all that. And then I was done. This is the not so exciting meal that I had, you know. I wanted to eat a nice amount of it, but that's all I got. That's all I got. And this is what you have to do. You have to be strict when you're dealing with certain situations and following certain protocols. But once we're done, we're back to action, baby.